BALS, Busy Adult Life Syndrome, and balls for short. And as you roll through life, your balls get bigger. Busy Adult Life Syndrome gets more serious. So it's just harder to find time. I have found that to be true. Daycare and school, summer camp, just trying to juggle everything, and it feels like there's always something I ought to be doing. It's not climbing. And sometimes I'll find a window. A lot of times it's last minute. I'll just head out by myself. I'm a better person if I get out regularly, and my wife is so great. She understands that, and kids understand it too, I think. My name is Ari Menitove, and I'm some guy who likes to go climbing. I've been climbing for a while, probably since the late 80s, though. Got some miles on me, hopefully a few more to go. Just to try and get out climbing, especially kind of keep the granite skills honed. I ended up coming up here a lot. And here is the Green A Gully in Little Cottonwood Canyon. Yeah, it's a little bit of a personal unloading, I guess. It's kind of chaotic at home sometimes, I won't lie. And it's nice to be in someplace quiet. It's constant movement. You're hiking in, and then you're doing every pitch twice. You're belaying yourself, so there's all sorts of shenanigans and rope trickery. The sort of just, the constant movement kind of rhythm of it all can be pretty fun, especially if you pick a big day. But, coming up here in Green A Gully is mostly just sort of like a fitness burns kind of thing. Climbing is changing, but when I started, it was sort of an extension of backpacking and being outdoors, and that's kind of how I got into it. Was enjoying that aspect of climbing, just being outside and kind of experiencing it. That's the great thing about climbing, is that you kind of just forget about everything else because there are more pressing matters right at hand. That state, I think, is really important for people to get into. And it's fun to do it alone too, because it's almost meditative, I guess. There's this aspect that thinks, oh geez, I'm just doing the same stuff over and over again, but there's sort of like this nice flow state you get into when you've done something a bunch and it feels comfortable and you're just moving, It's weird, it's hard to admit this, but I've been climbing so long, it just kind of becomes part of your identity. And I have these expectations of myself of being able to do certain things, climb at a certain level. It's not that high, but I just want to be able to climb. And I wish I wasn't so wrapped up in it, but sometimes it feels like, okay, I can sort of come up here and kind of, keep my skills up. With the minimum amount of time and maximum amount of efficiency. I'll just kind of burn up here and I'll do a couple of routes and I'll feel pretty good. It's really kind of this nice feeling to feel like, I'm only 15 minutes from my front door and I'm in this really great place and all alone, and have the wind through the trees, looking across the canyon. At Perla's Ridge, it goes up a few thousand feet. Just kind of being surrounded by big cliffs, it feels really lucky to be able to do something like that. Sometimes I just feel like I'm winning. For example, today, we're the only two people up here. And if you weren't filming me, I'd be the only person up here.